So, in this episode, I want to talk about creating the alien race. I knew I needed aliens in the series, and I wanted to talk about how I came up with them and how you could use influences outside of comics and sort of outside of science fiction to bring back something very creative. I'm also a painter, like a fine artist, and I did go to art school. I went to Boston University. I also went to the Art Students League. But I have a major in painting, but also a minor in art history. And one of the guys I learned about in art history was a sculptor called Alberto Giacometti. He's a Swiss painter and sculptor. And he kind of worked mostly in the beginning of the 20th century to the middle of the 20th century. He did a lot of his major sculptures and paintings in the 1940s and the 1950s. And as I show you his work on the screen, you might be able to see the connection to Hephaestus, the design of the star night Hephaestus, and the design of the Helions. He made these very elongated, expressive sculptures, kind of these emaciated, tight, long and thin humanoid people, which he based his art of. They sell for many millions of dollars today. If they come up on Christie's or Sotheby's, he's a highly sought after sculptor and kind of significant one in a more modern art history. But it's not like he was an influence or anything like that. But when I saw it in art history, the strangeness of the sculptures and how thin they were, and he also paints like that. It's almost like everybody's naughty and thin. And I thought, and I kind of bookmarked it in my mind that I'd like to use that for something someday. If I dabble in science fiction, and this is the day that it happened. I wanted to make a kind of a Giacometti-looking set of aliens, and I started with the Star Knight Hephaestus, who was part of the group of Star Knights that Cosimo and Veritas belonged to.